distanced ourselves from who we truly were, which was, Africans. And especially being a teenager in London, at the time where I think that being Caribbean was more cool, so people were even pretending to be Caribbean. I knew Ghanaians who were like called True Messi pretending to be Jamaican, so it was very weird, at the time, because I was fresh from Ghana, so I was already, proud of being Ghanaian. But when I touched down and I realized that people didn't respect where I was from, and the only way to fit in was to try and become British or try and become something that was cool, which is like Caribbean or just anything apart from being African. It was very tough. And I do say to people, I did have a lot of fights back in school. But I realized it made sense when I started watching TV, seeing what the media was putting out there about, our continent, about where I was from. And even in like geography or, when they see elephants on the TV, everybody starts looking at me. I think, wait, why are you guys looking at me? I've never seen an elephant in my life before. So it was very interesting. It was all these little platforms and these, our education system, how they taught our history. Whenever they'll talk about Africa or black, they will start with the fact that we were slaves rather than the fact that we were royalty. It's just so many different things that miseducated us and portrayed us in such a negative way that we as Africans, me as an African child, I distanced myself from being African. And it wasn't until, I got older, as I left secondary school and got to college. It's funny because like I was meeting more Africans as I was, moving up in the educational system. When I got to uni, I didn't even see any Jamaicans. I was mostly seeing Africans. So it was interesting. We were spending more time with each other as Africans. I was hearing amazing music coming from the motherland, and it made me curious to want to come back home and see, this place where I'm from. Because to me, I'd already kind of forgotten that. Because me trying to be British, so as I was losing my accent, I literally just lost myself as a person. But when I came back and I saw the beauty and I saw the talent and I saw the entrepreneurs, the music, I was amazed, I was mind blown, and I felt like I'd been tricked by the media, I felt like I'd been tricked by the education system. So to me, I wanted to share the Africa that I saw when I came back. And that's actually how I did Azonto, because I was seeing people doing this dance and I was like, nah, I need to show people, like show the world like this vibe that I'm getting in Ghana. And that's how I did Azonto, and it went worldwide. So to me, even that trip back home kind of opened up the rest of the world to me. So it's very imperative that we connect our people to their roots, because just connecting with yourself and just knowing who you are can just change your life, because that trip back home to me was a life-changing trip for me. And obviously now it's so cool to be African because of Afrobeats and because of how we're now retelling the story of Africa, So now if you're a creative, if you're a filmmaker, if you're a musician, it's very important that you use your platform to retell the story, for us to recreate this narrative, because the psychological effects is massive, Because imagine if you're proud to be African, if you love something, you want to fight for it, you want to know more about it. We're all here because we have a general common interest of love for Africa. That's why we're here. We want to know how we can build in Africa. We want to know how we can move back home. And this is the kind of love that we need to develop across the world, across the diaspora, so we can all spend more time together. We can all build trust together, so we can do business together. So definitely what's happening right now, we need to use it, as a way to change everything, from the education system to even religion, because the first white person I saw in Ghana was Jesus, and things like that. We need to really unlearn to relearn. But definitely it's a beautiful time right now. It's a revolution of the mind, essentially a revolution of self-love. And we're all witnessing, everybody's coming to Ghana and enjoying themselves, but we need to attach the purpose to it, which is, love for Africa. We use that as a way to get knowledge, and with knowledge we can gain power. So, yeah.